Hello and welcome back to KeithTalks. I'm your host Keith, and today I just wanted to say thanks for everybody who listens. I know that I'm definitely not the most interesting individual, and I don't need to be another white guy with a podcast, but you know what? It makes me happy, and I like talking, so, whatever. Yesterday was my grandmother's funeral, in case you missed the last episode. It went pretty good. My uncle gave a really nice speech, and it made me very, very sad because he was definitely the closest out of my dad, my uncle, and my aunt to my grandmother. And then I saw my dad crying, and that also made me very sad, especially since it doesn't happen all that often. Even my mom, she's not a super emotional person, and she didn't cry or anything, at least not in front of us. But seeing them get emotional is like the worst feeling ever. I don't know. I think it might just be because I was raised not to feel, or not to feel, but not to get super emotional in front of people. But I definitely have trouble with that. I don't know. It doesn't help in that kind of situation. I get super emotional at funerals and stuff, and I do wear my heart on my sleeve. I'm a crier when I'm sad, and when I'm not, I'm not. So, that's life. It went pretty good. It was a nice funeral, and it was nice to see the family, and my wife and my baby came to the wake and the funeral, and that definitely helped a lot, having them there. My baby girl, she's so sweet and so cute, and she makes everything better. It's not that you forget about it, but man, when you're looking at her, it's I don't need to be sad. I have the cutest baby on the planet in front of me right now. She's perfect. It just makes me so happy. So that's how that went. I don't want to keep the mood down. I was actually thinking about talking about some TV shows or something today. I think I talked about it the last episode, but I had a lost episode of this podcast where I talked about some of my favorite things, and then of course after that you know what? I don't remember if it was after or right when I posted the last one before I went on a little hiatus. But the third season of Invincible started. I don't remember when exactly, but man, the third season of Invincible was fucking crazy. If you don't watch Invincible, you need to watch Invincible. It's so good. I can't really add to what people have been talking about, but I read the comics up to season 3, and man, they did the comics justice, especially in the last episode where, spoilers, if you haven't seen it yet, but I mean, if you haven't, it's kind of on you now. But the conquest fight was crazy. And I know that people talk the animation of that show all the time, but they must have been saving the animation budget for episode 7 with the Invincible War and episode 8 with the fight with Conquest, because those are some of the 2 most beautiful episodes and most amazing episodes. When I tell you I rewatched them 3 times the same day that they came out, I literally rewatched them 3 times each the same day they came out. Those were by far the 2 best episodes of adult animated content I think I've ever seen in my entire life. It was the perfect way to end a season. Like, it was just amazing. And if you haven't seen Invincible, you need to watch it. Start from season 1. It will be worth it. Season 2 is kind of not the best, but season 1 and season 3 are like peak animated TV. Like, you can't do better than that. And yeah, I to get into the nitty gritty of it a little bit, I didn't necessarily like the parts with Angstrom Levy. Like, I would have liked if he died. Like, I didn't like that it was a cop-out. But, again, that's from the comics, too. So, I know he comes back again. But, whatever. That's something little. Like, and me personally, I liked the way that... I forget the guy's name, but Jesse from Breaking Bad played Powerplex, and I like the story behind, like, his niece and sister were the people in Chicago in the first season. I like that, but I didn't necessarily like that episode. I can't remember if that's the one where Rex and Ray are the B plot in it, but I don't know. I just wasn't crazy about that one. But other than that. And the Cecil episode was like whatever, but I liked that it was like a perfect parallel of where Mark is at the beginning of season 3. Like, you could see Cecil 20 years ago or whatever it was. He was like a perfect parallel for Mark current day, and I like that part, but like the episodes whatever. But other than that, man, season 3 was fucking crazy, dude, and amazing, and you need to watch it. If you haven't seen Invincible, you should watch it. And then my wife and we started watching The Walking Dead together, which is made by the same guy who made Invincible. He had comics of both of them like 20 some years ago, and then they both got turned into TV shows. But The Walking Dead, obviously, it happened, I think it was like 2010, so 15 years ago. And I had watched the first 2 seasons, not when it came out, but probably like 5 or 6 years ago when I was smoking weed a lot. So I remembered bits and pieces of it, but I don't know why I even put it down, to be honest with you, because... Spoiler alert, I put it down at the end of season 2, which is the most fucking boring season. I put it down at the end of season 2 after Rick kills Shane. And I don't even think that I watched the episode where they were leaving the farm. I don't think I watched that one the first time. But I don't know why I did that, because that was the best part of the season. Like, I stopped the worst season the worst season I've seen yet, after literally the peak of the season. Like, that was the only good part, really, was the ending. The 10 episodes or whatever in between were fucking boring. Like, they dragged on so much. I don't think that my wife feels the same way about it. But if you go back to season 1, I mean, I know that... So in season 1, there were 6 episodes. In season 2, there were 13 episodes. So the pacing had to change a lot in the show between 6 and 13, obviously. But, like, the pacing in the first season is so much better. Like, every episode, it feels like they're, like... dealing, like, the plot, the pilot, I mean, is like one of the best episodes of TV I feel like ever. Like, it's amazing. And then just from there, the whole first season is like great. The pacing is perfect of it. And then the second season, it's like, oh my God, I feel like I'm wearing cinder block shoes right now, and I'm trying to walk through a puddle of Marmite or something. And then the third season is the probably the best season we've seen yet. Like you go from I'm honestly, I know people. I was literally just doing it. I was shit talking, sitting on a farm for 13 episodes, but we're like halfway through season 4, I think, right now, and they've been in the prison since the beginning of season 3, pretty much. And I'm kind of getting a little bored of it now, but I feel like they spiced it up so much by not just being at the farm the whole time. Like, they would bounce to Andrea at Woodbury, and then they would bounce back, and then they would go to Woodbury because Glenn and Maggie got taken to Woodbury, and I think it was just a lot more interesting. Like, you weren't just at the prison. Now in season 4, the beginning of it's pretty much all been at the prison, but it's changed a lot because of what's going on at the prison. Like, they're all sick, and whatever. We just watched the walkers break down the one of the fences, and so like things are changing in the prison. At least it's not just. And I forgot to even mention, there's like 20-30 new people from Woodbury that just like stayed at the prison because the prison, like Rick's group, they went to go save the people at Woodbury who didn't come to try and attack them with the governor. So there's like a bunch of new people that we get to interact with. Not like major characters or anything, but at least they're new faces and new plot lines a little bit. And I do really like the sick, like whatever it is, the illness plot line. I like that they're going through that, the pandemic almost. I like that they're going through that at the prison. I think it makes a lot of sense too. Like, you're at a fucking concrete block pretty much, and 30 close people. It just makes perfect sense to me that they're all getting really sick like that. And Daryl and I forget. Tyrese, and I think the guy's name is Bob, and Michonne. They all just came back with the medicine and stuff in the last episode we watched. But yeah, I don't know. The Walking Dead is great. It's like, again, the second season was like brutally slow, but that's not because of the writing or anything. The writing wasn't necessarily bad. It was that they were stuck on the farm for the entire season because that's the way that they wanted to storyboard it, which I guess it's a little bit writing, but like, I don't know. Like I was saying, the first season's amazing, the third season's amazing, the second season's boring, but it's still like, you're still invested in these people. It's still good. Like, it's whatever. But yeah, if you haven't seen The Walking Dead 2, I would recommend it. I know that it gets rough at the end there, but and I also know, a good amount of the spoilers because I had friends who, when I was in high school, they were, watching The Walking Dead every single week, and I would just hear it from them because I didn't really care. And I still don't care that I know what's going to happen. I know roughly when, like, people die and people leave, and I obviously don't want to. It's whatever. It's already spoiled for me, so whatever. I'm still excited to learn, like, what happens and where they get there, like, how they get there and all that good stuff. And yeah, so that's what we've been up to in the world of TV shows. My wife didn't watch Invincible with me, but I've been trying to convince her to. But yeah, like I said, I read the comics up until season 3 for Invincible, and then I actually just got the comics for The Walking Dead. I just got the first compendium off of Amazon, which is like the first like 40 or something, 50 issues. So I'm probably going to start that tonight, to be honest with you. And yeah, so that's where I'm at right now. We've also been on the Mario Party train. If you've ever played Mario Party, you should pick up the new one if you haven't, because it's a lot of fun. It's called like Super Mario Party Jamboree, I think. A lot of fun. My wife and I actually liked it so much that we went back to the Super Mario Party, like the first one that came out on the Switch. Neither of us had ever played it, but we bought it so we could play it together because we've been having so much fun with the new one. And the first one that came out on the Switch kind of sucks. And I've heard that the second one that came out on the Switch, Superstars, I've heard that one also sucks. So probably just going to stick to Jamboree, not going to lie. But, whatever, we tried it. It's still fun. It's just like, it feels like you can't accomplish as much. Like in Jamboree, I could get 10 stars in a 30-turn game, if not 12, 13 stars in a 30-turn game. But you can only go up to 20 in the first one, 20 turns. And then you can only roll up to 6 unless you have an ally or you have an item or something. So you move a lot slower, it feels like. It feels like you do, because you can roll up to 10 in Jamboree. So, it's just a lot different. It's a lot less optimized almost. Like, it's still good, but I don't know. I'm always, if we're picking, I'm always going to pick Jamboree. But we've also been on Mario Kart a little bit. We were really into Mario Kart before we started playing Mario Party, but Mario Kart is like something quick we can do together. Not, we're not devoting 2 hours to a Mario Kart game, whereas Mario Party, you can spend easily 2 hours playing. But yeah, so that's what we've been up to. That's life. Baby girl, she is crawling pretty much. My wife doesn't like when I call it crawling because it's not like she's not up off her belly on her knees and hands, but she's on her belly and like pulling herself forward with her hands and pushing her feet. Like, she goes slow, but she's inching forward on her belly. So I don't know, whatever you want to call that, inching, crawling, whatever. She's been doing that, and she's 7 months old today. So yeah, that's life, man. She's grown up fast. It's crazy. It really is crazy. It feels like we were in the hospital 7 days ago, not 7 months ago. It's like the blink of an eye. People say that all the time, but you don't realize until you're in it. Like, I literally feel like we just had this baby, and now she's, trying to talk to us. And when I hold her, when I hold her underneath her arms, she can stand up pretty much by herself. She just doesn't have the balance yet for it. So, like, it's crazy to me. Like, she's like a whole little human now. It's like a totally different ball game. It's like absolutely insane. And she's so cute. It's like, I don't know how she gets cuter every single day. It's crazy. It really is. And yeah, I think that's, I don't know. I don't really have any more updates, I don't think. Work's been okay. It's whatever. You know, still working on cars. I really want to get a truck or something for me to work on for fun. Something fun. I don't know. I used to have an F-150, and I loved working on that thing. But obviously it's not our first priority with a baby. Or I guess it's not my first priority. And it's definitely not my wife's. But yeah, I don't know. I want to buy a house first, and then maybe I'll get something fun for me to work on the weekends. But yeah, I don't know. Whatever. I'm happy. We're living our lives, you know. We're doing our thing. And yeah, so I guess that's it. I don't know. I just wanted to say thanks again. And I appreciate you if you're still listening. And I love you, and you're beautiful. And I hope you have a great rest of your day. And I hope you have a great weekend if I get this out today. And yeah, have a good one.